On the day that the Prime Minister has been asking business leaders to back her plan for Brexit, warehouse owners along the Humber have told Look North that they've seen a massive increase in retailers stockpiling food. Many food suppliers say that they're worried the supply chain will be interrupted when the UK leaves the EU at the end of March. The warehouse owners say that January to April is normally the quietest time of the year, but already many order books are full. More from our business correspondent Sarah Corker.
Many warehouses across Yorkshire are now full. Brexit uncertainty has led retailers to stockpile products. The Bowker Group, which has sites in Hull and Selby, says demand for storage space has tripled since June.
We're seeing increases in cooking sauces, in pickled products. We're seeing increases in storage of rice. The inquiries that we're getting through are coming thick and fast. It's planning for the uncertainty of Brexit.
Many businesses feel that once we leave the EU, delays and disruption at our borders will be inevitable. They're worried that Theresa May's Brexit deal will struggle to get through Parliament, and so they're pushing ahead with contingency planning. And that means stockpiling goods in warehouses like these. And it's not just UK food retailers. At this Hull-based logistics firm, European companies want to store extra raw materials like timber and parts for machinery.
We've had a number of inquiries from people in Germany, we've had a Dutch company and some companies in Italy, so it's across the board from European customers.
After last week's Brexit resignations, today Theresa May tried to reassure businesses.
What we have agreed unashamedly puts our future economic success and the livelihoods of working families up and down this country first.
And there was some sympathy for the Prime Minister in Grimsby at this kitchen and cleaning supply firm.
She's got a really tough challenge. She's been given a task to do, and I believe she'll do it to the best of her ability. However, she's not going to please everybody. There's going to be fors and against for the argument. But for myself, and I think a lot of business owners watching now would just think, let's just get on and let's just do this.
But there is another challenge, a shortage of customs staff to clear goods coming into the UK. When Britain joined the single market in 1993, about 36,000 customs clerks lost their jobs as companies closed. Only a couple of thousand brokers remain today, and they're concerned.
It's a step back 28 years, basically.
With the need for your services?
Yes. We went from losing 90% of our work overnight to suddenly having that potentially back and more.
And too much almost.
Too much for us to cope with.
While some companies fear a friction-free Brexit may be slipping away, for storages companies, business is booming.
And Sarah is here in the studio with me now. Has there been this sudden rush then to stockpile goods?
Well, many companies, Peter, operate this just-in-time supply chain, so they don't hold surplus stock, they just store what they need. And the big concern is about gridlock at the border if there is a no-deal scenario. So with the clock ticking to March next year, businesses on both sides of the channel essentially want to make sure they have their stock where they need it. And of course, it only takes a hold-up of one ingredient or one part, for example, and the whole supply chain could potentially grind to a halt. Now, I've been in many warehouses today and I've been speaking to a lot of companies. One pet food company based in Thirsk in North Yorkshire, it told me it's leasing a new warehouse in Hull, and that's because so many of its ingredients come from all over Europe, and this is very much about future-proofing their supply chain.
Sarah, thank you very much indeed.